Well, I've been on the air for, I don't know, a gazillion years. I've done a lot of different shows and um, stepped up in various ways as a particular persona. I'm not a Barbara Walters and I'm not 60 Minutes. And I've come to some understandings of what really I think is valuable. If I'm going to be of any service to anybody out there, and that is and always was my intention, because my father started me out as a waitress in our restaurant when I was like 11 years old. Yeah. So I always learned to serve. So I hope this serves you well, because I think that what is valuable is to just be as real as possible. And the real right now for me is existence, I guess, just decided that they were going to cause our whole family to take a left and send us to the land of what the hell is this? And put us on a journey where, you make a left and it's who the heck put me on this street avenue? And a lot of things that we have had to deal with because our beloved Jamie Francis passed away on the 4th of July. And it was a completely unexpected, stupid thing that happened. He aspirated, but he's with the rock stars. I mean, Janis Joplin and a lot of rock stars were lost that way. It seems just an inappropriate way, but it is. So the bottom line is what this has done to all of us is it just cracked you open. Your whole soul is like, there's a hole right there, and you're trying to look inside and see what is this going to be for you? How do you react to it? What do you say? How do I say anything to my brother and his beautiful wife? And I've watched them in this process. And of course, we cry every day. And it just seems like that's the appropriate thing to do because of who he was. And what happens when somebody leaves this earth? It's like when we go on the other side, we talk about the life review. Well, we're all doing the review of him. And oh, what a life he lived. 43 years old, and he burned so bright. And he did so much for everybody. And he's that make a difference kind of person that we'll miss forever. And so I just wanted to acknowledge the magnificence that I'm experiencing in my brother and his wife when I talk to them on the phone. And I see what they have to go through when somebody is lost that young, his only son. And all the stuff that has to be taken care of when somebody leaves. All the business of the business. And my brother tells me every day how amazed he is at the way people in the whole county have come up into the support of them and the recognition of Jamie and showing up in ways that how whatever would you know? You don't experience that part of yourself unless you're pushed off the boat and you got to swim or you drowned in the tears that you cry. But I just feel like it's really important for me in this podcast to just be who I really always already am. And this is how I really am today. And what I love, and I noted so brilliantly, is that Annette, his mother, she still tries her best to find some humor in the horror of what it is. Because what else can you do? So I invited guests on today that have their own podcast. I was also on their little show called Grand Rising. And it's a live show here at Humankind. And thank you very much, John. John Strayer is our warrior hero. He lets us be who we are, like it or not. He doesn't kick us off the air and say, this doesn't work. Well, he doesn't let us swear. I sure love that F word, but he doesn't let me do it. So I'll just survive that little bit of direction. But I just wanted to share where I'm really at. And I know there are a lot of people out there going through a lot right now because this ascension thing, we didn't know the traveling directions. We're going down that road and, here's the journey. Make a right on, you don't know where you're going avenue. And then another left, who would have thought street? Because that's the journey. And that's what we're about. That's what we've always been about. We're cutting this new ground. We're pushing the envelope. We're the pioneer consciousness team that's trying to find our way and see if you want to follow us. I know, I scare a lot of people. I get that a lot. I'm not for everybody. That's for damn sure. But I show up. And that's my whole family. We're Italians. And we're amazing. And our heritage and the nature of who we are, I honor. And I'm going to be going back there in just a little bit and try to survive it. I will. Of course, I will. But I just want everybody there because you'll be seeing this. I'm going to send it off to people back home. And thank you. I wanted to say thank you for supporting us and my precious brother and his wife and his sister, Lindsay, and all the rest of our family that's just grieving at a depth that we didn't know would ever be possible because this wasn't supposed to happen. And yet it did. And so a lot of you out there I know are going through a lot of stuff right now. The stars are crazy. They're going in all kinds of weird ways and we're all feeling it. We're all feeling it. And we'll get through it, I guess. Or not. But I just wanted to be real this morning or this afternoon or whatever the time it is, the never now time, the always now time. And my beloved master Osho, I spent 6 months in India. My family, of course, thought I was crazy. But things pop up, and that's what I'm paying attention to. The path just keeps putting something in front of me that I need right now. And I think that's something that a lot of you are experiencing out there because I know I'm not alone in this. And so I got this beautiful video reminder, and I'm going to play it for you. And as I was talking to my guests before we went on, and I kept saying, don't say that, I want that on the show. I'm very nervous about talking to my guests ahead of time because what my show really is just a being with me. It's the Kathleen Francis Show. And yeah, this is what you get, like it or not. So I'll be right back. And if I'm allowed to play this video of my wonderful master, it's going to create a little context of what we're doing today. So stick around. Be here with me. Yeah. It's the Kathleen Francis Show. And I'll be right back.
These times can feel heavy, like the world forgot how to hold us. But in the red rocks of Sedona, something is growing, a place to be exactly who you are, to dance, to heal, to be held. We're not waiting for a better world. We're building it. Together. This is Humankind. Come home.
Well, So here we are. Wrong camera. Yeah. So we're back. I know that was a kind of emotional opening, but it was real. And my guests are here with me, and they, I guess, were a little bit affected by what I said. But this is Ryan Stover.
Hello.
And this is, I think it's Sheila.
Well, this is Sharyl.
I'm Sharyl.
Sheila's the other host, but this is Sharyl.
Hello.
But it's really Sharyl in the persona of her. No, it's I'm confused.
I'm Sharyl. Hello, everyone.
All right. I was on their Grand Rising segment here at Humankind. And that was really fun to spend some time with them. And I said, you know what? Why don't you guys come and be on my show? Come be with me.
And we were like, yes, please.
Oh my gosh. It's so great to be here, Kathleen. And thank you so much for that beautiful intro. That really touched my heart. That was so beautiful. I know so many people out there are really going through it right now.
I know.
And we all are just here to help lift each other up. Stay grounded, stay centered. I feel it.
Yeah. Because, I don't know, is this what the ascension looks like? I guess it does, because this is where we are.
It's growing pains, girl.
Exactly.
It's going to be real painful for everyone.
Yep.
And who's ever had the experience is the one who can help the others get through it.
You know what? That's right. That's right. You know, and what I love about your characterization, this is a talent. This is like a major talent. Okay, I can see these two going right through the stratosphere, and I might
Get out of our way.
Yeah, no, they're really good. And what I love about what you do is it is so important for us to be able to have some humor in the horror, because otherwise it's like, how can you bear it? It's unbearable pain. It really is.
Well, as you were talking, I kept thinking about how no matter how collective we want to be, we still have to experience things as an individual.
Thank you.
You can't avoid that. And there's a loneliness to that. And it's something that you can't avoid. We try, right? But you still have to be, you're going to experience that on an individual level, a personal experience. It's not going to be any, and like that's tough.
Yes.
It's hard. We're humans. Like,
yes. And it's true because, I mean, I put that parallel together myself, how, the collective is going through this cracking open of the humankind's soul and having to look at who and what this is. And it does happen on an individual level, because we are all little aspects of the all that is. I mean, that's what we're trying to do and I'm going, last night I was thinking, I think it was last night, I don't know. I was like, okay, I know there's a way out of here.
Yeah.
This matrix, where is it? I'm going to frickin' find it. And you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
And sometimes,
I know what you're saying. It's unfortunate.
And the pain is something maybe that cracks this. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? One of the highest forms of alchemical transmutation is humor.
Oh,
You gotta laugh
Sharyl
about
is
it.
here.
You gotta
Humor
laugh.
with an A, humor.
Humor.
Now, would you please tell the audience who this is and where she's
This
from?
this is Sharyl from Long Island. That's who this is. She's brilliant. Her last name is Wisdom, I think.
Ah.
But she knows, what don't you know about? Let's start with that. It's a shorter list.
Okay, well, I'll just get into a little bit about who I am. I am an Arcturian starseed, Arcturian Council Channel 13D light language channeler. I'm a professional exorcist, okay?
Professional one as opposed to
extract demonic energy from the auric fields, okay? So if you guys need any help, got all these demons on lock.
Hope you took a shower before you came out today.
I actually do need that. I might have to take you with me today. It's very possible. That's wonderful. How much do you charge?
Wait.
A lot of money. Well, I mean, it depends on what you need. I can just go into your field and I can find the distortion.
You can find your bank info in your field.
throw them out, you know. We got some light language channeling that can do a little bind and extract. It's like you got to bind to that energy and then you extract it. So you have to meet that demon where he's at. You have to resonate on his frequency and then whoosh, boom, he's out.
Almost like a surprise attack. That's really what she's saying. You
Exactly.
you got to sneak up on the demon.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, demon hears you coming. He's like, I'm going over there.
Oh.
Can't find me.
Brilliant.
So he just wants to be seen. He wants to be witnessed. So you authentically witness him. You say, okay, here, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what do you have to say, you know, when you were abandoned, when you were 4 years old, let's talk about it. And then he just
The demons are the worst.
The demon just wants to be hurt. He just wants to be witnessed. And once he's witnessed, he can go. He can go.
By the way, you're familiar with the light language.
I am?
Cheryl's light language is fantastic.
Oh.
Okay, I can give you guys a little transmission, little DNA upgrade.
What is light language though for the folks?
Okay,
What's
so
the folks
light language is when you're shutting off your logical brain and you're allowing the light circuitry of what wants to be expressed authentically come out of your system. And this is another form of demonic extraction.
Wow.
We are so, you know, in these little predetermined language circuitry.
Yeah.
So when you break out of that, then you can resonate all those light circuits that just need to be, you know, circulated a little bit.
And you want to make sure there's no glass around when you're doing light language or shadows.
Exactly.
That's the only other thing. Be careful. Demons are one thing. Broken glass is a whole nother thing. Danger. Be careful. Anyway, we're joking. So let's hear the light language.
Yashara yahara yashura yamanata el harakia shuara yasnakari. Ishakara yasura lara yakshamarata yara yashukwa. Yakaya katia na kaya kutatia kakuri makuyaka chikura chikatatara chikuka.
Oh my.
Like I just got back from Japan.
God. That is, you know what? I know we're doing like characterizations, but let me tell you, girl, you really got it. It really is working. And it's what an extraordinary, wow.
That thing you do.
No, I mean, I get it. And I see now the opportunity. And one of the things that I know for sure, maybe that's the breakthrough, is to do it from a light place. And that's, you know?
Well, you've heard it said, right, that crying and laughing have the same effect in terms of release of the emotional baggage and the residue, let's say. Like
Yeah.
I'm not joking about that. That's a real thing.
It's all biochemically proven.
Yeah, and so if it's up to me, if it's all the same, I'd rather laugh. If it's up to me, but that's my choice.
Yeah, well, you know.
I know.
But now what you were talking about, witnessing, that was what my master Osho talked about this morning. He actually, I mean, it was like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I think I might be in another dimension. I have to tell you what I've been through. Because everything is now, it's like there's part of me that's really not here.
Yeah.
And things are just coming to me, like it's just like serving it up. This morning, you know, I didn't plan to see this clip from Osho. It comes, you know, it's, oh, there it is on my phone. You know, it's like he's talking about, the interviewer is saying, well, you know, you're saying that the whole world is a mess. What are you trying to create? And he said, my meditation is this. And I hope I am allowed to play it. But it is about witnessing and just, you know, he doesn't use the word observing, but his meditation is to just observe the thoughts and that you find the gap. Maybe it's the gap that we're trying to get to. Because what he described is enlightenment. And that's what I've been chasing. I don't know about you guys, but that's, you know, I want to understand, what is it? Where are we? How can we have more?
Yeah.
You know, and then you talked about a Kundalini opening. I was like, geez, I thought these guys
that was just every Thursday.
Yeah.
Right. No, I want to say something real quick.
Yes.
We were kind of chatting about the idea that, because I have mind chatter, right? Good or bad, it's always there. It's always like, hey, right? So So the observation of the thoughts as opposed to resisting or judging, right? It just,
And that was the other said. He said,
Yeah.
don't judge it.
right, right. And so I kind of was talking about this earlier where I realized recently where I had a habit of that mind chatter was almost explaining something I already knew. There was a knowing inside. There was a reaction to something in my life that I already had a knowing of the whole situation, all the players, all the events, the timeline, everything. And somehow I got a habit of explaining it to myself. And I realized I'm like, why am I explaining something that I already have all the knowing about? What does it just feel like to have the knowing? Because that's the habit of like, again, it's not about fighting the chatter, but it's like, let me focus on the feeling because I already know what I'm saying to myself about this thing. And it was really funny because I go, maybe I'm just avoiding feeling it. And I focused on the feeling of the knowing, right? So it's almost like a package. It's like a situation in your life. And we're talking about vibrations and frequencies and
Yes.
the little refinements in it. They all have an identity, right? Whatever I notice, I have a relationship in that time, and there's a connection there, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting at, where
Yeah.
that feeling, what does that feel like to have that combination of things that are just there? And
Yeah.
should I spend some time just going like, just feel it? It's not always comfortable. Most of the time it's not. Just feel it. And then that was new for me. So I feel like,
Yeah, let's see. Oh, and we talked about this because it's like, it's hard, when you're changing and you're experiencing these things, it's like you are unfamiliar to your frickin' self.
yeah.
And that's what's going on for my family. I mean, they're going through stuff that they had no plan and certainly not any navigating directions to deal with all of that. And yet we're here and there's no escape. Here it is, you know? And so this unfamiliarity to those parts of ourselves that we have to deal with because here it is. Here it is. So what do you have to say about that, Sharyl?
Oh my goodness. I think the key takeaway here is the no judgment, like tapping in to the frequency of neutrality and learning how to not have that negative emotional reaction when something authentic comes up. So it's like Osho said, it's all about don't block it, let it come up. Don't judge it. It wants to be seen. Just like the demons, they just
To just observe it.
observe,
witness it.
witness
Allow.
what it is.
Yeah, allow.
Because the idea with the allow, that took me a minute to kind of catch on. Because people are like, oh, you got to allow what is. I'm like, well, it's like, well, what do you mean? I guess got to get walked all over in life. It's like, that's not the point. It's the opposite of that.
No.
It's when you're resisting, what's that saying? What you resist persists. It's like the idea is that because I'm putting so much focus and judging and fighting and resisting, it keeps showing up. Because it's like, that's how the universe looks. Oh, Brian likes to roughhouse with this thing. He's having a good time. He keeps interacting with it. And so by allowing it, it gives that neutral state to where if I really don't want it, the potential idea to get rid of it or have it pass is to just let it happen.
Yeah.
And it will, and then you can move on. That's the idea. And that's kind of new for me, but I think there's something to it.
Well, in 1986, I had a 6-hour transmission. I had gone to Puerto Vallarta with a very high-level human being, a sannyasin and his wife. And we were going there to, long story short, to create a rejuvenation center to, become younger. And
Sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And bottom line is, anyway, he had put me through a lot of different meditations. He wouldn't let me see any man. And at that time, I looked like you today. And I was like I was a looker. The guys were like after me. And he absolutely was like, no men, Kathleen. He didn't even want me to talk to a man. He absolutely secluded me away from what my normal was. And I never know quite what I'm going to say about this, but the point being, I ended up with a 6-hour transmission that was phenomenal, that actually changed my life. And that was more real than this. And the consistent thing that they can, and I was just looking at the notes because I started writing in a journal as I was trying to take notes from what they were telling me. And it became too fat. I'll show you that book. I should have brought that book. But the consistent thing they kept saying is allow, allow, allow. That was the word. They
Yeah.
just constantly kept telling me allow. So now whenever I hear that trigger word, I know I'm getting that message. That was 86.
Well, when you first heard the allow, was it were you confused at the time about what that meant? Like I,
No.
or you were like, I got it, I'm good.
No, I got it. I was in such an elevated state. It was, I understood completely what that was. And they told me what to do when I had come, well, this might be for another time, but two things brought me down from that level of, I always thought I was enlightened and I never would not be. And then fear and attachment, because I thought people would think I was crazy. Where I was coming from. In 1986, I was a little bit ahead of my time. And
You forged the path for me.
Yes,
You made it possible for me and Sharyl to be here today.
Oh my God.
Hope you guys realize it's historic.
So how before that session were you able to transmute all that fear?
That's a really good question.
That's Sharyl.
Yeah. Well, I guess, I don't know, today I'm just being real. I'm just being me. I'm not being Kathleen, the host of the Kathleen Francis Show. I don't know who I am today, and losing our identity with the identity of who we are.
The character.
The character of who we are.
No pun intended.
Yeah, sure.
Your ego death, right? You're letting go of all of the constrictions that society placed on you.
Yes.
And you're saying, I'm just going to do my own thing and I'm going to be a character. And through this character, it's the highest level of healing because I'm going to re-embody all of the qualities that were stripped from me, from society, forcing me into a box.
Yes.
And I'm going to reclaim all that.
Oh my God.
She's almost going to do.
I swear, I want to just hang out with you.
All right. Yeah, that's nice. I'm glad I could be here today. I got stuff to do.
Sit your butt down.
I got to pay a quarter of the meter.
No, but I mean, you see, and see, this is what I love. This, to me, this is not like, okay, I've got these questions that I'm going to ask you. Yeah, there's a ton of things I want to ask you because I want to know who you are. And I want to know those aspects. I mean, the things that we talked about before we went on the air were deep. I liked it. Who knew? I didn't really know. But my instincts that day that we were together, I said, come on my show. I didn't know what we were going to do. I had no idea. And I am never going to prepare another show again. So this show from now on is going to be a being with. And whatever comes up, it's the conversation that we have.
Seems to work.
You think so?
Well, because I'm thinking about it, and it's just very interesting, the idea of synchronicities in general, the idea of how did you know that I was feeling this way? I didn't. I was feeling my own way for another reason, but there's a commonality. There's a way we could talk about it because we're experiencing our own individual take of it, but we go, oh, I get it. I understand. And then I think what's interesting too is we do the work. There's work that comes with it that,
I like that, Ryan.
And we're all open to doing that work.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot. We got to add that.
Yeah.
Because to sit in your feelings
and
allow to sit in it, understanding I don't have to, I could distract myself, but I have to be bored and sit in this and just let it happen because that is a way to get it to process.
Yes.
You have to decide to do that. You have to say, I'm going to do that work or I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like my family right now. I mean, it's like, sometimes they want to avoid the devastating crying, but you can't and you shouldn't. Oh, let's see, I'm gonna get myself together now. And then my brother says, he says, people are asking me how I am. He says, what do you think? I'm ruined. I'm devastated. I'll never be the same. And that's the land they went to. I'll never be the land of I'll never be the same. That is the truth. Yeah. And that's what we're all going through, I think, right now. We're all going to the land of we'll never be the same. And there's a celebration about that and a sadness, and we have to let go of things, And, it's a journey that we didn't plan to take, but guess what? We're on the train, and I don't think we can jump off. Right, Sharyl?
Oh my gosh, letting go let's talk about letting go for a second.
I thought you were going to tell me about
Because-
jumping off trains. Okay. Sorry, keep going. I was like, where are we going
Just
with
as
this?
long as you don't bring up my topless dancing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, after hours happens now.
It's like, okay.
We just all have to take a moment to say, what do we want to come with us to the next level of who we want to be in our ideal timeline? What are we willing to let go of and sacrifice in order to embody that ultimate version of ourselves? And we really need to all ask ourselves that on every level when it comes to physical objects. Like, what do we want to let go of?
Oh,
Patterns.
clutter.
We all have a lot of clutter.
This whole material.
I know.
Oof.
Just give it to Goodwill, give it to Goodwill.
And then we can go and say, oh, look what I found this treasure at Goodwill. Oh, I think
That's
I
mine.
donated that.
That's the thing I gave you. Now I want it back. And I got to buy it.
Physical objects have like density. They have weight to them. They have emotional storage.
That is correct.
Memory stored in them.
Yeah.
And why do we hold on to the stuff? Because we are attached to the memory associated with them. So what do we need to do? We need to go to that thing and we say, what memory is this? Am I trying to attach to by holding on to this thing? And then we process that memory associated with it. And once we process the memory, we can let it go. And then we're done with that. And then the hard drive space on our field's hard drive is cleared up and less dense because there is a molecular component to physical objects that's weighing us down in 3D.
Yeah.
So letting go for the physical objects, letting go of patterns, self-deprecation.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
I mean-
she got all over him about that.
They
He
don't
was
even
putting
know what
his-
you're talking about.
I'm on a mission to cancel clear all of his self-deprecating thoughts, okay, and statements.
Yeah.
I just try my best.
No, but you see, I mean, I just love your wisdom. I mean, I don't, what I'm fascinated with is, I'm an elder. It took me a long time to get some wisdom, and I'm seeing young people revealing just amazing aspects that I get like wowed with, I really do. And it's like this being, don't you just feel like, I just love you guys, Don't you just like when you get to this place of this kind of depth of connecting that you just want to like, oh, I'm gonna kiss you all over. No, well, not all over. No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I honestly, we were kind of saying again, like I'm pretty new to Sedona, right? So I came here in February, but it was all part of a bigger thing to playing out, a bigger roadmap. And the thing that was different about me ending up here was I allowed it and I just went with it. I didn't analyze it and overthink it like everything else I typically do. And once I get more accustomed to that and I put that into practice, the idea of trust another, use these other tools that you might not use all the time, the intuition, let that tell you, trust that, see what happens. The only way to find out is to actually take that step. You can't go, well, you can't think, it's like walk a mile on someone else's shoes. That's part of the human experience is the action, right? That's creation.
Yes.
So when I'm listening to the intuition and I take action based on that. So the point is I end up here. And then we get to have these great conversations where not everybody in every place they are can have those conversations. But here it's almost as if it's like, someone referred to it the other day as the island of misfit toys in the sense of like, we're all very specific, but we all like make sense to each other. And we all really understand immediately like, oh my God, I can't wait to hear your story.
That's right.
And that's where I'm at with this. So I'm having a great time. So
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if I ever sat down with John Strayer and said, what was your real vision? He's just like that bunny with the whatever, he just, he's just like always, he's doing things. He creates the space, he creates this Buddha field, and then these people come. And then he's like, I don't know. He's a phenomenon
like a
to me.
Piper.
Well, he's like a construction person. He's created like this construct, what's his name? Darius. He's talking about it's all constructs when he goes in his, he leaves his body. I mean, I do that too. I tried to stop doing that. I'm going to, why? Because when I would have, I'm one of those precognistic dreamers in the ones that, where you,
like astral.
the astral thing, but when I get that apnea thing where I'm awake, but my body, I cannot move, and I am certain that if I do not move this body, I'm going to be dead. I really think that that's what's going to happen to me. And it's scary as hell to be in that
Well,
state.
you know what I heard that was, by the way, is like, it's almost like in that scene of the space station and the other things docking into the space station, but it can't quite connect. So it's almost like your consciousness and your physical haven't quite reconnected. And so you're like, you're conscious, but your body, it hasn't clicked in. And so you can't drive the car.
Oh, well, you know,
So I don't know.
I'm going like this. I can see my arms moving,
Oh.
but it's my astral body. It's not my real arms.
That's a whole nother thing.
You know, and it's like,
Gosh.
yeah, it's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh, that is amazing because I learned how to astral project through sleep paralysis.
Oh, you did?
I did too.
You did too? Oh, you're
I
kidding.
did too because it's the big secret is once somebody wakes up in sleep paralysis, their first instinct is to start fighting and screaming.
Yeah, I thought it was a
the-
demon.
The big secret, everyone, if you wake up in sleep paralysis and you just go with it and you don't resist, just like we were talking
It sucked
about,
right out.
that is where you have all the power to move your astral body.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I won't, then I always think I'm going to die. So I'll come back, right?
Oh yeah, there's a silver. I've actually felt the silver cord, by the way. I've felt the silver cord.
Yeah, you
I
just
have.
gotta go with it. Just go with it. Don't resist. Trust.
Trust.
Step
No,
one.
but Cheryl's right, because I've actually experienced that same thing, because I would fight it. And when I was younger,
Yes.
I thought it was like actually like a demonic kind of attack. And I realized it's not that. It's just part of the process of like being not kind of like connected. And then I did that where you kind of just go, and then it was like, next thing you know, I got pulled out from my feet. Like someone went, and I was all of a sudden I was floating around. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Okay, it's
And
a
I-
gateway.
It's a gateway.
It's a gateway.
Yeah.
I had an easy pass for that.
Ah.
If you guys want to borrow it. Astral travel easy pass.
And now, just so you know, my audience, you're still with us, right? It'd be stupid if you leave because this is way too
The
interesting.
internet is forever.
But this is somebody who's extremely skilled and was really in a very grounded profession, really smart guy. And yet, you know, it's very spiritual and deep in that way. I think all of us kind of resonate to that. I mean, I had my day job and then I had my who the hell am I job. And, you know, I enjoyed learning about that. But do you want to share a little bit about what we, you know, I kept saying, stop talking because I want
Which
this
one?
on
Which
the show."
one? Which one? The
Well, yeah,
the Glastonbury one, or
the Kundalini experience.
well, I can only explain it what I experienced. I'm kind of putting pieces together as I go, right? So what I was saying earlier was, I don't remember what this was about, because it was almost like an activation conversation where, you know, we were talking about healing. That's what it was. This idea of healing. And whenever I hear that, I always remember people talking about Reiki and being able to energy in the hands.
Yes.
And point being, up until a certain point, I was always like, what are they talking about? Is that even real? Like, and I'm like, because, you know, I'm just
know.
flesh and blood. What? So anyway, I went to Glastonbury on this extended trip with a great group of folks, and it was kind of a sacred site spiritual journey. Went all over the place, but I had in Glastonbury, I had a weird reaction to Glastonbury. I was very emotional for no reason. And I remember I have a recording of me talking. I'm very like almost like RFK style.
Wow.
But like I had this thing happen to me, and then another week or two passed, and then I go back to New York. And the night I got back to New York, I'm taking a shower, and I had a Kundalini something, because my heart just exploded out. Point being, I thought I died, because I was like, I was conscious, but I didn't have a body anymore. And I was scared, but I was also like really like, whoa, this is really cool, but I'm scared. And I remember being like, don't look down, because you're just going to see your naked, curled up body on the shower. I'm like, don't look down. But anyway, the point being that happened, and it was this whole thing that was happening. There's a lot more to the story detail-wise, but then for a few days after that, I had this weird electromagnetic energy shooting out of my hands and my feet. And so point being, at that point, I went, oh, this is real. Because all of a sudden, I could feel this electromagnetic prana, chi, spirit. Well, I don't know. There's so many different names for it. And I thought it'd be easier to find out stuff about it. It's not. But that happened, right? So since then, my experience has been completely different than it was before that, right? So all my belief system is based on my own personal experiences.
Yes.
And that's, I think, important to say, because it's people are always like, oh, you're following some other dogma, or you're this person.
Right.
I'm like, none of it. It's none of it. These are my
No.
friends and the people. These are, and
This is my direct
my personal experience
Exactly.
informs how I feel about the world, how I feel about what I am in existence, my own personal experiences. So that, I guess that story was just one of those things where, oh my God, all of a sudden I'm a different guy. Something was activated. I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
But
And all of a sudden I'm feeling the energy in my
there
hands
you
right
go.
now.
Give it back when you're done.
So,
Girl.
so I just wanted to let everybody out there know, feeling energy with your hands is your birthright. It is your birthright.
Everybody could do it.
Everybody is meant to tap into the power of feeling energy. It's very easy to do, it's easy to do. You just kind of like feedback. You make these little tiny micro movements until you catch the vibe. And then you're like, oh, hey, I can push over here and she'll feel it over there. And it's like a very real and basic phenomena. But we, it's been hidden from the mainstream because it's so powerful. It's so powerful. And you know what it can be used for? It can be used for healing.
Yes.
It generates a
play with
coherent
it.
field in the body.
Yeah.
It generates a coherent field. I use it all the time if I have a little knee pain. I'm just like,
Yeah.
generate a little coherent energy field. Then it puts your body in a state where it can heal itself because we're so bombarded with electromagnetic frequencies from the towers and the Wi-Fi signals.
Yeah. I
Copper
mean,
tape will fix that.
it's so interesting. I mean, those of us that are informed, and we don't want to, put the fear thing into the mix, but the bombardment on every the water, the food. I mean, did you watch the Maha film? I loved it because they really oh yeah, that's something you want, because they give a lot of really good information. But they're showing they're attacking the human race through the medications, through the water, the fluoride, the food,
Dirty looks from other people.
dirty looks from other people. Hey, that's the worst.
The bad vibes is a real phenomenon.
So yeah, but I mean, so in all the electromagnetic stuff, that it's like they're trying. Who are they? Who the hell are you?
They're not me.
Yeah,
That's all.
and it's as if this blockade is failing, because it's, in a weird way, it's like you can go ahead and try and stop the magnificence of who we are, but guess what? This is how we're going to get there.
It's just going to make us way more powerful.
That's what it feels like. Am I wrong? Am I delusionary?
No.
I don't know.
No, because it feels like there's a bit of desperation in the air from the powers that be, losing grip on, because everybody's going like, this is not what I thought. Nothing is what I thought.
Yeah.
Even if you're not as like it's different for us, I would argue, because we've sort of come to a conclusion on our own about we're kind of following the path, but there's a lot of people out there that are like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, and I think we talk about way showers, right? I mean,
Yes.
I think there's the value of talking like this is
Yes.
the same thing that happened to me when I first started poking. I'm like, what's going on with me? What's changing? I'm looking for other people talking about it, and now we're reciprocating, and I think that's great. I think that's very purposeful, right? There is the wisdom but the wisdom comes with experience, comes with accepting things and taking a walk and taking that step, because it's like I can speak about certain things because I took the step.
Correct.
Right. And everybody knows that. It's nothing I'm saying that's not, but I think I get really excited about this. That's why. So I started going crazy, because I'm like,
Yes.
my God, we get to share this. We get to, there's nothing
Find
that I'm more
purposefulness.
enthusiastic about. Yeah.
That's right.
And they know authenticity. People know if you're authentic or not.
Oh, we do that.
And the way to revoke your consent from the multidimensional loosh harvesting grid is to know.
It's a
Could you
buffet.
repeat-
Hey,
could
you
you
can all
repeat
you can
that,
eat at the
please?
Loosh harvesting grid for
Gotta
$4.99.
revoke- This is how you revoke your consent to the multidimensional loosh harvesting grid. It's very easy.
Free breadsticks.
Deep down, fear is a choice.
Yeah.
And you don't have to feel it. You don't have to feel fear, okay? Fear is it's a biochemical emission of hormones from your adrenal glands that get oxidized through the spine, through cerebrospinal fluid, and get oxidized in the air, and it's harvested, okay? No fear is necessary, It can be transmuted before it's oxidized into a toxic and harvestable substance, and we can say no. You can say no. Just say no. Just say, no, I'm not. I'm gonna choose to not feel fear today. And write yourself a contract. Say, for the next 24 hours, I am not gonna allow myself to feel fear. And just feel how that feels. Just embody the character that does not have any fear for 24 hours. For an hour even. Do it for an hour. Do it for 2 hours.
That would
Do it for 3, knock yourself out.
Oh,
But what's
what great input! Wasn't that great?
Yeah.
Wasn't that you're brilliant.
I think it's interesting because I hear Sharyl talking about that, and it's almost like, there's 10 different ways to talk about that idea, right? And it's like the idea of am I going to lose my train of thought? I might.
Oh, we did not smoke. Swear to God.
Should have, but no, they should. Okay, so it went away. It got sucked out. The Lush farm sucked it out.
Although, speaking of the Lush farm, I'm sure that many of our listeners, because a lot of people are probably going to be watching this, Hurley, Wisconsin is its own little construct that I adore. It's my foundation. I love my little town, and all. But my brother says, Kathy, I know you're out there, but when you come back, can you please tell me what you're going to say before you say it?
You just be like, no.
Well, so people don't have the reference points that we do. When you say that this gets harvested, can you tell us, and then you're going to find your point?
Oh, I got it. It's already there.
All right, go ahead.
I was gonna say that.
But it was a good fill, wasn't it?
Well,
I can fill dead air.
So this idea of not feeling the fear, walking around fearless, and so to speak, it's almost one thing I heard that I really adopted was this idea of asking yourself, what if something wonderful happens today? Right? So even just having that thought kind of makes you like, oh yeah, what is something wonderful? Oh my goodness, it could be anything. And then you start having these like ideas like, oh, we'll go around the corner and what if this person's here or this thing, or I see, so you start to anticipate really good stuff. You kind of like walking around like, ooh, what's around the corner? Because it's just perspective. I could easily go, oh God, what's around the corner? I don't want to go. Or I could go, ooh, what's over there? So it's a perspective thing, right?
Yes.
So I think for me, that to the everyday person, I say, just walk through life expecting something wonderful. And don't try to define what that wonderful is. Just know that it's going to be wonderful. What does it feel like when that wonderful hits you? Ooh, it's going to be,
All
that's how you got to try that. Just try it.
Master Ryan, I shall be your disciple.
Okay. Subscription based. I do annual,
No, that
25% off. Like what? Sorry,
That's great. I love it. No.
but no, it works for me. I get excited clearly because I'm like, oh, it works. Try it. But walking out of your house, what if something wonderful happens?
Because you know what a lot of people are doing? They're expecting something terrible.
Well, that's what I mean. I was that guy, self-deprecating Ryan. And I was always like, why do I default to negative? Why do I default to, oh man, what's going to happen now? Oh, that's not going to work, is it? We always default to the negative expectation.
Yes.
And it's like, what?
I know.
I say it like that. What?
I know.
And so now
And it takes a tremendous effort for us to be aware, to be present. It's not easy because the conditioned mind wants to drive and take the wheel. And, it's like to kick him out of the driver's seat is a big frickin' job.
Like a bulldog.
Yeah.
Can't move that thing. You ever try to move a bulldog?
Yes.
Oh, that would be a task. Yeah.
I can't move them.
But I do want that clarification about when you said, that the harvesting of, would you kindly give our audience an opportunity to understand that, Master Sharyl?
I will. And it's a little bit of advanced knowledge that not everybody is ready for these deep truths, okay? But since Kathleen asked, I'm gonna have to do it. So
Queen Kathleen, by the way.
Queen Kathleen. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So there are dark beings out there who harvest the human's oxidized hormonal secretions. We call it loosh. It was a term coined by Mr. Monroe, from the Monroe Institute. He coined the term. Okay. And Sharyl is here to give the scientific background.
Third person.
Scientific background. What is loosh? It is oxidized biochemical secretions in the field, in the aether, that are harvestable. Okay. And certain factions are highly valuing very specific strains of loosh in the form of fear and ungrounded energy that has not yet alchemized into the human circuitry system to become a healing alchemical elixir, which is what the ancient Egyptians' entire mystery school was all about cultivating. This sacred cerebral spinal fluid, and the loosh harvesting networks want that to be extracted a little bit too early before it's able to even go through the alchemical transmutation and become a highly, highly healing, longevity enhancing substance in the human body. It's like, you think about the Ankh. It's like the Ankh. It's all about bringing the energy up, circulating it through all of the different glands, all of the different processes, and allowing that to circulate. And that is the main goal of the ancient Egyptian mystery schools, and Tibetan and Kundalini as well.
Yeah.
And all of these ancients, they knew what they were doing.
We
What
don't.
are we doing now? Just like casually draining a loosh, just giving it all up, consenting to the madness. But I'm here to remind you all, you do not have to consent.
Have you ever
Wow.
tasted loosh? Tastes like cilantro. It's awful. That's the whole.
I like cilantro. Don't
I
say
love
that.
cilantro.
Okay, it
like
tastes like black licorice.
Okay.
Tastes awful.
So once people can see that this is like a tangible thing that they have control over, they can actually say no and say, no, I'm going to just choose to like use this for my soul mission and my soul purpose and my internal healing for myself and my community.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drain my energy through low vibe behaviors. I'm going to become conscious of all of the things that drain my energy and create fear, create dark emotions, while never suppressing the emotion, but allowing it to go through its authentic process of crying and grieving, and whatever that looks like. That is authenticity right there.
Yes. That's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But it's the fear porn we're watching on the news. We got to say no. That is unnecessary. We got to say no. We got to balance that out.
I know. I don't look.
Well-
I don't watch it anymore.
You know,
Mhm.
you know what's interesting about that? I had the thought about like this idea of like we don't want to watch the news. Just like cut out the stuff of your life that's unnecessary, right? And then there's that fear of like, well, how am I going to know? What am I? And then that for me was this thing of like, you just got to make a decision. Like, are you really? Is it really gonna be that bad if you're uninformed, because you're just like, I need to just get away from this. This is madness, right? So there's that conflict where, and so there's the fear. Talking about fear, the fear of what if I retreat and then I just become an idiot because I don't know what's going on about anything. And then I'm like, that's not true. None of that's gonna happen, because again, it's like we just got done talking about the intuition. That tool is there with or without the news. It has nothing to do with the news. You know what I mean? So what am I saying? I'm just saying that the fear of unplugging can sometimes stop you from tuning out, and then you continue just to feel miserable and then follow the and kind of what Sheryl's saying. Like,
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes you just gotta try it. Just turn it off for a minute, see how you feel.
Yeah.
Try it. You can always go back. You can always go back to the news.
Well, it also doesn't it feel like, you need to be a responsible human being to know what's going on and see what you have to do to help. And I don't know, I somehow I disconnected, and believe me, I was very into what was going on in the political field. And
But how do you feel now? A little bit less.
yeah,
Feel different?
I use my computer, and then I see, Idaho students killed, or Venezuela, blah blah blah, whatever. It's just a headline that I don't attach to. I just don't. And I see, Trump this, and just the typical stuff, because number one, I was in the news business.
Yeah.
I was a newscaster and weathercaster and blah blah blah. I mean, I read reports that came over the Associated Press.
Mhm.
I didn't do the investigating of it. I'm reading what they're telling me to read. And so it's the spin that they want the mouthpieces to be delivering unbeknownst to us, and we're delivering their propaganda.
I think it's beknownst.
Yes.
Very beknownst. Because I'm not doing it. Very beknownst.
Yes, we are all programmed to think I got to be that responsible
Yes.
person. But the truth is, if somebody is truly responsible, they will take responsibility for the field that they are cultivating, which is a garden. It's a garden that they can choose to fill with like a little fear, little nasty garden over here. Or they can say, oh, I want to fill my garden with beautiful creations of art and music and healing and love. Like, which garden do you want to cultivate?
Yeah. And it starts with awareness. You
It
got to know
is.
that that's even a thing, because a lot of people are like, I didn't even know that was a thing. How did I not know it was a thing? I don't know. How do any of us not know until we know? You don't know till you know, and then you know.
Yes.
And then
Very
next thing
true.
you know again. So like I find it's just you go from knowing to knowing to knowing, and you just sort of like check it
Yeah.
off. Okay.
Yeah.
But no, it's true. It's like the awareness is 99% of it,
Yes, it's true.
you know?
And again, bringing in the discovery of who we are in the worst of times, like my family. I mean, my experience of my brother, I'm experiencing things I never knew about him. And the same thing with Annette and Lindsay. There's an intimacy in the grieving, the depth of such pain that you can't escape. There's no way out of it. But I see the gems of the experience, that the blessings that it in the pain.
Yeah.
It's and trying to find the humor in it is difficult in a situation it's like, no, it's just like, how is this possible? I'm not ever going to see them again. What the hell? And yeah, it's heavy to be here. And from what I are you guys familiar with Jonathan Ashford? I'm like addicted to him, I swear. And he was dead for 3 hours and came back. The longest one was 16 hours he was dead and
Really?
came back. I know these are like things which again, it's not in our third dimensional reality that anybody would come back and have a brain that works, a heart that works 16 hours. I mean, even 3 hours, excuse me.
10 minutes.
But there was absolutely nothing that was damaged.
Yeah.
And so these are points of reference that give us, I think, an inspiration. And he made a decision to come back. He look him up. He's awesome. I'm absolutely in love with the guy. It's like, what's not to love, And it's something that I guess each one of us will eventually experience. The experience of dying itself, I think. I mean, Jamie, I had someone who channels and is a medium. He is having fun, and he really is in the joyful state that he was when he was here. It's just the rest of us that just miss him and the presence of him. But to be on the other side is a great place to be. I've been there. I had to come back too. They said, get your ass back down there. There's work to be done. That's what I heard. It's like, no, I like it here. Okay, But I think, well, I knew. I didn't know the depth of what we would experience today, but my intuition is in a profound state at the moment. Part of it, I guess, is this cracking open of my heart and soul. And you guys both kept asking me, what's the agenda? What are we gonna? And I said, don't worry
I was
about
talking
it.
about lunch.
Lunch. I'm a great cook, and I haven't been feeding people lately. I mean, we're Italian. Everybody in our family, including Jamie, we were great cooks, always. And yeah, maybe can I be on your show to do the cooking show?
Yeah, we're doing a cooking
Okay,
segment.
good.
It's gonna be great. You can do the whisk.
Yes,
You know?
I'll do that.
Just
But
don't.
no, I've absolutely been honored to have you here and to have this kind of exchange, and for you to be with me in the current raw state that I'm in. I appreciate it.
No, thank you. I don't want to pretend like I even know how you feel, because I don't. But I like to think that there's so much hope surrounding it because of where we are, who we are, the people we talk to, and that again, hope can kind of carry a little bit, give you a little support, I think it's important.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
we got you. We got you.
Yeah. All I gotta say is feel it, girl. Feel it. Go into the depths. Do what you gotta do. You gotta scream. You gotta cry. Let it happen. Allow the grieving to happen.
Cheryl will play a drum for you while you do it.
Yes.
Boom, boom.
I might have to take you back with me to Wisconsin. Yeah.
How you with the dairy? You good? The dairy in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is the dairy
Dairy.
state. Oh Lordy.
Tell me
It's-
more
about
Oh yeah, no, Wisconsin is the dairy state,
Okay.
and I'm a definite addicted dairy girl.
Oh, okay. I like a little Parmesan cheese. Never heard
Well,
anyone.
I mean, there's vegan, and that's, but there's something about, yeah. But anyway, but I admit, and I'm going to get in trouble with one of my good friends if he sees this, but I have friends that have goats, and I get the privilege of their goat milk. So they're pets. They're their pets, and they deliver, this wonderful nectar to me. I think there's such healing powers in the goat milk. There's a book called The Goat Doctor, and that's a good book to watch or to read. But anyway.
Yeah, it's all about the raw, unpasteurized goat milk, especially the kefir. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That is like microbiome heaven.
Yes.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
don't drink it after you left it in the car for 3 hours. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Experience, wisdom. That's how you get it.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed being here as much as I've enjoyed having you.
I know. It's like we did a bunch of little
Yeah, we didn't do anything. It's like we
great.
didn't do anything, right?
Oh, it's like we should have had a coffee and a Danish and just been like,
Why not? I mean,
know?
I know I'm Italian. I'm really failing in my my genetic history here by not bringing.
There was no cannolis or anything.
Nothing. I mean, really,
Not
oh
even
my
a
God.
donut.
My family, it's all about the food.
Yeah.
My brother and his wife and Jamie and Lindsay, my Lindsay, my niece, she bought $160,000 food truck, Ferrucci's Little Kitchen. Ferrucci was our family name before it was Francis,
Oh,
You know how that goes.
Yeah.
Grandpa comes across from Italy on the Ellis Island. What's your name? Giuseppe Ferrucci. Okay. Joe Francis. That's how it happened. See, So, but the family still honors our Ferrucci niche. So sorry, my mouth's not working.
Well, I want to ask you one more question before we
Yes.
wrap up, because I'm curious. So it's a bit of a 30,000-foot kind of view question, but where do you see kind of, we're here, we're doing it, we're interacting, we're having our own experiences, right? As a people species, like where is this going to go in the short term?
I've had this crazy fantasy, and it's something I probably have never said to anybody, but I honestly start to think, is there a portion of us that are going to wake up enough and say, you know what, this dimension that we created sucks. Should we just scrap it, delete it, and move on to something wonderful? Because we are in all these other dimensions. It may be that we're just going to scrap this whole thing.
I know where the outlet is. I could pull the plug. I know. It's not too far from here. It's like you go around this rock, and it's like, that's all you got to do.
You asked. It's either that or we will move into that golden age. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or some of us will and some of us won't. I don't know.
Yeah.
But one thing is for sure. It's a hell of a time to be on the planet.
So, like, I was explaining it in terms of lasagna, different layers of lasagna. No, I'm serious. There's the cheese and the meat and the sauce and the noodles, right? So, like, people, it's almost like, well, what are we talking about? We're talking about the humans, the noodles, the sauce is the fifth dimension. And
Jimmy,
that,
Lindsay,
yeah,
Annette, come on. You know he wants some of your food.
Yeah.
So just get it.
I was
get it right.
promised. I was promised the finest lasagna.
Yes,
But it's so funny because we talking about the whole lasagna. We talking about we talking about the noodles. We talking about the cheese. Like so it's funny with the spiritual talk when it's like there's the physical realm, there's the
I know.
non-physical. So it's like so many different parts.
Yes.
You know, it's like, well, we gotta kind of keep the context of like, well, in terms of just the physical human experience,
Yeah.
I think this, but outside of that, it's, who knows?
Yeah.
You know what I think? I think disclosure is under restriction until all y'all do your demonic intervention. So once
I
everyone,
knew she'd have it.
once everyone can go into the programming code and say, oh, there's a glitch right there. Like, let's look at that. Let's witness that. Let's see how we can transit that energy. Once we've done enough of that work, then we're going to get the next level of the program disclosed to us. And then everyone's going to know about the aliens when they can prove that they're not going to be all cray-cray about it. They got to be neutral. They got to be like, okay, there's an alien sitting right there. Like, I'm good. I'm not going to be afraid. So once people can get to that level, then the aliens are going to start showing up and they're not going to be scared of scaring us.
You know what it reminds me of? Remember in high school, you would have to like learn what it is to have a baby, responsible, and you have a bag of flour. And you're like, that's kind of the thing. It's like, you're not ready for the real baby until you carry the bag of flour and take care of it. We're doing the alien bag of flour. We got an alien bag of flour. We're walking around with feeding it and changing the diaper. And then when we take care of the fake alien, the real one will come.
Wow.
I think that's how it is.
There you go.
Bag of flour.
That's how it is.
That's all you need to know.
Wow.
We're going to bring our mask out next time.
She-
He's going to be wearing an alien
Kathleen
mask.
just was like, it was going so well. We got to end the show.
Next time you're gonna wear your alien mask, and then we're gonna role play how cool we are with the situation, how normal it is.
I'm gonna do to Grand Rising. I'm gonna start taking care of a baby alien bag of flour just to show the world that I'm capable of being an alien dad.
Oh.
I'm gonna do it. It's important.
You sure you're not Italian? That's okay.
I don't think I am. My last name is Stober, and it translates from German like it's like pony tamer.
Oh, pony tamer.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's a circus or like a horse trainer. I don't know. But
That's
so I'm not
nice.
Italian. I train German horses apparently. I don't know.
I don't even know what Ferrucci means. I know that my whole name's Kathleen means pure, Diane means goddess, and Francis means freedom. So I figured I'm a pure goddess of freedom.
Oh wow.
What else?
There's nothing else. That's as much as you can be.
Yeah.
And Cheryl, of course, you got Cher.
Just Sharyl.
You got Cher in there, and you got all Cheryl.
Share all of your lunch.
Oh, I got it.
Share all of your money.
Share it all, you guys. Share it all, and just trust the universe is just gonna share right back to you.
That's another. Now we got
that
another
is
segment, the share all
cute.
segment.
Adorable. Oh my God, you're so cute. I can't stand it. Yeah, you are.
Just can't stand it.
No, I mean, because, her embodiment, first of all, she's stunningly beautiful, right?
Let me get out of the way. Lean back.
And the wisdom with the wit and the humor is,
And she's from Long Island. Who would have thought?
And
Who would have thought that was a thing?
There it is. All right. All right. I mean, do you think we're done? John, are we done yet?
Well, I think we could keep going. Like, that's the beauty of it. We always have another
yeah.
chance down the road. We can save
Well,
some for later, as they say.
Maybe it should just be
It's a go box.
forever. Maybe nobody else should ever come on my show ever again. Maybe, who knows what, or I'll come in I'll come as a clone so that my other persona. Or
Just don't look like Jim Carrey if you come in your clone. Don't be like, you look just like Jim Carrey clone. What are you doing? You know what I just thought? You could take the extra bits that aren't in this and just put them as separate little clips and call it like the doggy bag, like
the doggy bag.
to go. Like I had
Yeah.
leftovers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Clips to go.
Yeah.
Don't steal my idea.
It's my idea.
Clips to go. Oh, so who's gonna fight about it? Yeah.
No one's gonna fucking get. Because I'm a man.
Yeah, you are.
All right. Well, I think I'm getting looshy. I'm getting a little looshy gooshy. So maybe we should.
Is it a wrap?
Maybe it's your show.
Oh, well, I mean, I could sit and talk to you for hours, but I don't know. John might have something else in mind to do with his life today. Yeah. So, I'm just thrilled. couldn't have asked for a better
Feels
better
good.
time. It does
Yeah.
feel good. And I thank you for being on the Kathleen Francis Show. And I thank everybody for watching, and watch us again because, yeah, something from heaven.
Or watch out.
Yeah, right. So, did you guys have fun?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it was a blast. Thank you so much for having us on, Kathleen.
You're
was
so
so
welcome.
fun.
You're so
I like
welcome.
attention.
Well, I happen to be somebody that knows how to do that. Yeah, but you know, be warned.
Well, at least you
It
kept your
it can
shirt
be
on.
an addiction. There are people that, yeah.
Hey,
Okay, so with that, I think John is telling us.
I heard a gasp thing, John. So we should probably get out of here.
All right, we love you, everybody. Thank you for watching. I love my family. I love my extended family. I love this family. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.